Hi guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. Today we're going to talk about the Inito Fertility Monitor, this nifty little gadget that clicks onto your phone and measures your hormone levels. So the Inito goes beyond your regular LH tests, and it also measures your estrogen level, your follicle stimulating hormone, and then after you ovulate, it measures your progesterone level to confirm ovulation. So your standard ovulation test gives you about 2 days where it tells you that you're fertile. Inito gives you up to 6 in a cycle because your estrogen levels start rising 3 to 4 days before your LH surges, and then once you have that LH surge, you are fertile for another 24 to 36 hours depending on when your body releases that egg. And the thing that's really cool about this versus just a regular ovulation test strip is this shows your actual hormone levels with lab grade accuracy, which I was very curious about. So you have to download the app onto your phone, but once you get that downloaded, set up, signed up, all that good stuff, it's going to have you input some past cycle data to make it as accurate as possible. And then on cycle day 6 is when you take your reference test to just kind of get a baseline of where your hormone levels are. And then the app will tell you when you need to take a test in the morning. You can set up reminders in the app for the time that you want to take it in the morning. You want to use first morning urine. It's just one test strip for all 4 of those hormone levels, and each packet comes with 15, and the average person goes through, what did it say, 12 to 15 test strips in a cycle, and you can reorder another pack of 15 through the Inito app on your phone. So you collect your first morning urine in a handy little cup they give you, and then you dip your stick into it for 15 seconds once you have put the cap on it, and then you immediately connect the device to your phone and insert the test strip in here. The nice thing about this is the app walks you through step by step. It's like, collect your urine, dip it in for 15 seconds, put the cap on, put it like, so in the early morning haze, you don't have to really question it. You just can look at your phone and be like, okay, yes, I'll do that one, I'll do that one. And then it starts a timer on your phone while the test processes and while the device and your app reads the results. The 3 results it will give you is orange, your fertility level is low, green, your fertility level is high, and then purple, peak fertility. And it will just like pop up a screen and be like, your fertility level is low today. So I use this for an entire cycle to measure my hormone levels, and I'm gonna share some of that with you right now. It gives you the reference ranges of normal hormone levels, but it also says that just because you don't fall within this range doesn't mean necessarily that something is wrong. So starting with your estrogen or E3G, the baseline you want to have is 20 to 80, and mine was 104.3. So mine was much higher. A few days before ovulation, it will jump to 100 to 600, and mine was within that at 439.6. And then post ovulation, the normal range is 80 to 300, and mine was 500 to 600. So I had really elevated estrogen for 2 out of the 3 reference points. So I was like, ooh, estrogen. The luteinizing hormone, the baseline is 0 to 5, and mine was 1. It peaks at 10 to 50, and mine was 3.5. So luteinizing surge was very lacking. The PDG, or the progesterone, the baseline is 0 to 3. Mine was 7.6. And then after ovulation, you want it to be between 6 to 40, and mine was 26 to 40. So it was within the range, but it was on the higher end. Your follicle stimulating hormone, you want a baseline of 0 to 10, and mine was 0.1. In your early follicular phase, you want your FHS to be 3 to 10, and this is cycle day 2 to 5, and mine was 0.1. Around peak, it can rise up to 25, and mine was 2.2. After, I think, 10 days, 9-10 days, I got this little message that says your progesterone levels have been elevated for most of the cycle, so Inito is unable to confirm ovulation. Medications or an issue with your hormones can cause this issue. So my estrogen for the baseline and the post-ovulation was super elevated, and then my luteinizing hormone and my follicle stimulating hormone were both very low around when I would normally peak and ovulate, which suggests that I didn't actually ovulate this cycle, which is interesting. And my progesterone levels were high the whole time, as that little message said. So I just think this is very interesting because I knew that something, like I just felt like something was going on with my hormones, but the other like tests and stuff that I had taken all fell within a normal range. So it's really interesting to see that my estrogen and progesterone are elevated, and that my luteinizing hormone and my follicle stimulating hormone weren't enough of a spike to probably cause ovulation. So it's weird that I have an elevated level of progesterone without potentially ovulating. I had a feeling already that my estrogen levels were elevated, and I thought my progesterone levels were low in comparison, but the fact that they were just elevated beyond where they needed to be. Interesting. So I don't know exactly what this means or what this points to. I will update you on what they say, what I learned, and some changes or steps that I take next, because I always knew something was going on, but it could be medication, it could be supplements. So I don't know if either of those are the culprit. But before all that, I felt like something was going on. So we will see. So I wouldn't have known any of that without the nifty little device, the Inito. That is the Inito Fertility Monitor. This was super nice. This is definitely geared towards those who are trying to get pregnant. But this is so helpful because I feel like it's standard practice to use ovulation tests when you're trying to conceive. So if you've been trying for a bit and you're not quite sure if you're timing it right or what's going on, this is really helpful, not only when your fertile days are, but it will also show if maybe something's off with your hormone levels, like myself. I will leave all the information for the Inito in the description box. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring today's video. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!